September 10th marks the beginning of Season 1. That's just around the corner, boys. Today's reset is the final reset before that reset. That kicks off Season 1. So, the War Within Season 1 overview and everything we need to know from Mr. GM. I think this is an important one for us to watch. What is coming in Season 1?
Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the War Within Season 1, and in this video we're going to go through everything you need to know about this brand new season, what's coming, what's changing, what should you be doing, all that good stuff. But before we jump into that, guys, I do want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, War Within, all that good stuff, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so yes, Season 1 of the War Within is fast approaching. This season is going to be a little bit different to what we're used to. It's kind of going back to an old school feel with the return of a heroic week. So with that, let's talk about the dates and what is coming during those dates. So on September 10th or 11th, depending on your region, this is going to be Heroic Week. This will be the official start of the War Within Season 1, with normal and heroic raid difficulty being unlocked, along with Raid Finder Wing 1.
Heroic raid difficulty is going to be the quickest way to gear out then. Sam needs espresso, most definitely. So heroic raid is going to be the best way, I think, to gear out beyond Mythic 0, because Mythic 0 is what's going to be available other than that. So yeah, heroic raid difficulty.
Also, during this week, you will no longer be able to queue in for the War Within Heroic Dungeons. The only option you'll have is the new seasonal ones. However, as of beta, it does seem like we can still run those non-seasonal ones. You just have to create the group manually and run into them manually. So yeah, the queue system will exclusively be War Within Season 1 Heroic Dungeons. You will also be able to access Mythic 0 dungeons. However, these will be the seasonal ones, so dungeons like the Rookery, which isn't in the season, will not be accessible until potentially Season 2 of the War Within. So Mythic...
I kind of always wish that Blizzard just gave us the new dungeons to start the expansion. Like, because we like them right now, so why not just give us all the new dungeons for the first season and then start rotating in the old ones? I don't know why they rotated from the beginning. But anyways, Mythic 0 will be nice, but I think first thing we're going to do is go into normal raid the week it opens. We're going to test that out right away.
0 will just be those seasonal dungeons, which we'll talk about in a minute. Also new for the War Within, Delves will be getting some more unlocks. From Heroic Week, you'll be able to access and unlock the new tiers from tier 4 to 11. Also, the Delver's Journey will unlock. More specific details on Delves later on in the video, though. On this week, you can also expect the World Boss to start spawning, PvP Season 1 starting, and the Great Vault being active, so you can...
Yeah, so, I mean, first things first, Great Vault, I think I'm going to do the Delves as many as I can in that first week too, beyond just normal raiding, doing the delves and filling out that bottom row. I mean, why not? Those things takes like 10 to 15 minutes and you can get a bunch of vault slots for them. So I bet you like doing raid, Mythic 0, and seasonal delves that first week, just filling out the vault like crazy, that's going to be a big boon for your eye level.
Start working towards that. 1 week later, on September 17th or 18th, depending on your region, this is when the Mythic Raid will begin. With the Mythic Raid opening, of course, this will be the beginning of the Race to World First event over on Twitch, with each of the guilds having their own broadcasts, which is going to be very exciting. You can also expect Mythic Plus dungeons to open this week, with Raid Finder Wing 2 also opening, and the brand new story mode version of the raid will also open. It will just be a kind of hand-holdy way to show you the story of the final boss of the raid. So that's a new feature in the War Within. And then finally, on September 24th or 25th, depending on your region, the third wing of Raid Finder will open. So those are the important dates to know for Season 1 of the War Within. So let's talk about those things I just mentioned. Seasonal dungeons. So in Season 1, the dungeons you can expect to do in Heroic and Mythic 0 and Mythic Plus difficulty will be Arakara, the City of Echoes, City of Threads, the Stone Vault, and the Dawnbreaker from the War Within.
I actually like the Dawnbreaker a lot. Like, the flying mechanics I thought were going to be annoying because I didn't really like Onaharan Plains after a couple runs, but this one, they're kind of cool. You just fly away and come back, and then you fly down at the very end. Really well-designed dungeon. Overall, I liked all the dungeons from this expansion, which is why I get upset. I'm like, why is Blizzard taking half of them away? Just give them all to us for the first season. Let that first season feel exciting and fresh. And then you can start taking them away and rotating them out. But we're going to lose half of these to start the season. Not these, though. These ones we're keeping.
From previous expansions will also be Miss Eterna Scythe from Shadowlands. the Necrotic Wake from Shadowlands, Siege of Borealis from Battle for Azeroth, and Grim Batol from the Cataclysm expansion. So 8 dungeons for you to choose from. Those will be available to queue through Heroic or do through Mythic 0 and Mythic Plus, respectively, through the pre-made group finder or just with your friends and things like that. Now, if you are looking for comprehensive guides on all of these dungeons, yes, some of these dungeons have had changes since when they were first released. My friend BB Mezzi on YouTube does have complete guides on all of these dungeons in all of the difficulties. I'll link a playlist down below for you to check them out. Shout out to him for all the footage during this part of the video, as well as I didn't test a ton of Mythic Plus over on beta. That's not really my thing. But yes, so shout out to him for that, of course. So with the brand new season, we are also getting some massive affix changes to Mythic Plus. So many of the previous affixes are being retired and replaced with a brand new system. So Keystone levels 2 to 11 will have the following affixes. At +2, you'll have a new Zalatath's Bargain affix, which will appear...
By the way, I love that they're returning back to the theme, right? Like the themed affixes. I think we had them, last time we had them was it BFA? When did we have the Dreadlord affix? Was that a... God, I can't remember when we last had that. But there was a really cool theme with the Dreadlords. Maybe it was Shadowlands was the last time we had something like that. But they're basically returning to a key that is themed with the expansion. So we're getting these Zalatath ones, and we've actually gone through these a bunch of times. Blizzard actually worked a lot with the community to fine-tune these, so I think they're in a good spot. A lot of them are basically like, collect the orbs, get a buff, or don't collect the orbs and get hit, or interrupt this thing, get a buff, or don't interrupt it. There's a lot of kiss-curse mechanics going on, which is really, really cool for a lot of these. I actually think this season's affixes, I'm calling it from now, going to be some of the best that we've had in a long time.
On a weekly rotation. You have Zalatath's Bargain, Ascendant, Voidbound, Oblivion, and Devour, with each of them doing something different, and that'll appear, as said, on Keystones level 2 and above, and that'll rotate every week. From Keystone level 4, we'll have Fortified or Tyrannical, alternating on a weekly rotation. At +7, we'll start getting Challenger's Peril on all active Keystones, and then on a +10, you'll have Tyrannical and Fortified both active. So the way that this works is that the one that was inactive on a +4 will then become active on a +10. So you're going to deal with both of those when your keystone is +10.
Nice. This is a nice little graphic here. So yeah, you get Fortified or Tyrannical at 4, depending on which week it is, and then you get both at 10. And I still believe 10 is where you're going to cap out on your gear, right? And then anything beyond that is just for IO. But so doing a level 10 is going to be basically getting your cap vault gear.
From Keystones level +12 and up, the Keystones will have the following affixes. So you'll have Fortified, Challenger's Peril, Tyrannical, and then you'll have another new affix called Zalatath's Guile. This replaces the weekly Zalatath's Bargain affix. So the bargain ones will be gone and it'll be replaced with this one. The description for this affix is that Zalatath betrays players, revoking her bargains and increasing the health and damage of enemies by 20%. So some pretty sweeping affix changes there. I don't know a ton about affixes, really. I'm just kind of taking that from the official Blizzard website. But yes, it's definitely going to feel a lot different doing Keystones in the War Within and beyond. So more importantly, let's talk about rewards from Mythic Plus. This season, of course, we'll get the War Within Keystone Conqueror. This is for getting 1500 rating. This will give a title, The Tempered, so your name and then The Tempered. For Keystone Master at 2000 rating, you will get the Diamond Mech Suit mount. This is a awesome looking mount. Very, very unique.
What a great improvement this is over the previous season freaking in Dragonflight with the little dino boy that would run around and not fly. This is what I'm talking about. This is a Mythic Keystone mount. Holy crap, the Diamond Boy.
I hope we do get a bunch of colors of this. The coloration of this, obviously, going off Magni, which is fantastic.
I hope we get a different... I mean, I would like to get different mounts every season, but that's probably not going to happen. But I hope we get like a different gem color every season, like a ruby version, maybe like an emerald version. Like, that would be really cool to see these. For the first season, we're getting the diamond version, which is nice.
Few mechs coming in the War Within, and this is the diamond version, which I think looks really unique and fun, and is a flying mount. Yes, it is a skywriting flying mount. So
how do you get this one? This is the Keystone Master one, 2000 rating, right? Isn't that what it is, or 2500? I always forget which one is which. Yeah, you get the Keystone Master doing the +10s on everything, and then you can get this boy. You don't even have to go +10 on everything to get this, actually. Is it as hard as to get his rating? No, it's not hard to get rating. 2K, yep, 2K. 20. I just got two different answers. You guys, if I could chat, my God, 2500 or 2K. It's one or the other for KSM. 2500 is Keystone Hero. That's right. Yeah, I agree. It's 2K. No, it's not hard to get it. It's really not. Just grinding it out throughout the season, you'll get it. I freaking got it last season in like the last 3 weeks. I just started doing them. Obviously, I had help from chat, but it wasn't too bad at all.
At Keystone Hero, which is 2,500 rating, you'll get the Luminous and Rubian Catalyst Stone. This is to unlock some additional visual effects on your Nurubar Palace class sets.
So this is cool. So this is what you get at 2,500, which is Keystone Hero, the Odin. Yeah, that you get, so you can make your gear look even cooler. That's pretty.
That's
nice.
pretty cool. And then, of course, there is the War Within Season 1 Tempered Hero, which is to end War Within Season 1 with a mythic rating of 0.1% of all players in your region, and the title for this is insane. Tempered Heroes. So a bunch of awesome rewards from War Within Season 1. Moving into the raid now, we have a brand new raid coming in Season 1, and this is the Nurubar Palace. This is a 8-boss raid based in Aj Kahet. Now, I'm going to name the bosses and probably mispronounce every single one. So we have Ulgrax the Devourer, the Bloodbound Horror, Sikran, the Champion of the Surukai, Rashanan, Blood Twist.
This guy Rashanan, I didn't even realize when I was doing it, and then I was like in the Hallowfall dungeon, and I was like, wait a minute, the Dawnbreaker one? I was like, this guy looks like the raid boss, because he is the raid boss. He's the same
one.
The
Champion of the Surukai, Rashanan, Blood Twister Ovinax, Nexus Princess Kaiveza, the Silken Core, and the final boss will be Queen Ansurek. Of course, you will see tier sets returning with unique appearances for each of your classes. If you do want to check those out right now, they're on the set tab. Some of them look great, some of them look not so great. So yeah, there's a few coming in that. As mentioned, there is a new story mode. So this will be the last boss only, available to all players, and there won't be any loot from this. This will simply just be a way for players to experience that last boss, and potentially like a cutscene and any story beats that are coming. And just to talk about the dates once again, September 10th and 11th, depending on your region, Normal and Heroic will come out with Raid Finder Wing 1. September 17th and 18th will be Mythic, Raid Finder 2 and Story Mode, and then on 24th or 25th of September, we'll have the final wing of Raid Finder open.
So that new story mode opens the second week? Is that what he said?
2 and Story Mode, and then on 24th.
Yeah, so Story Mode will open that next week. Okay, Story Mode, if you don't know, is like a way to just go through the dungeon. Essentially, it creates like a super easy mode where you just learn the story of the raid, because all raids tell stories through WoW. So if you don't know like how bosses die, what happens, the way you advance a story in WoW through the lore is completing the raid. So now you can complete the raid through a story mode and essentially learn the story and complete the lore without ever actually doing anything difficult like raiding.
For 25th of September, we'll have the final wing of Raid Finder open. So yeah, a little bit different. I think Blizzard did say that they aren't going to do Heroic Week in Season 2, so this is just going to be a kind of one-time thing. So let's talk about the mounts from Nurubar Palace. There are 3 mounts available. So the first mount is the Reigns of the Shadowed Swarmite. This is
the
from...
fucking Mosquito mount. I don't want this one. I don't give a shit about this. The Mosquito mount? Seriously? The other 2 are amazing that he's going to show.
The Glory of the Nurubar Raider achievement. So of course, that's to do the bosses with doing certain things. This will be available from week 1, so yeah, good luck getting that one. You also have 2 mounts from Queen Ansurek. So you have the Surukai Sky Razor. This drops on all difficulties.
Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a real nice one. I hope I get this one, man. That's a nice drop right there. Oh my god. Look at him. Glorious.
Including Raid Finder. So this is a awesome looking mount, which is kind of similar to the Sizebug mount that we've seen already in the game. And then on Mythic only, you will have the Ascended Sky Razor, which is of course a recolor of that mount.
Yeah, I call them the albino version. The white and red is really, really cool. But I mean, either way, like the 2 are cool. But honestly, I'll take this. Both are nice.
But yes, this is going to be a Mythic only reward, probably guaranteed in Season 1, potentially not guaranteed in Season 2. We'll have to see what happens there. But yeah, 3 mounts are available from the Nurubar Palace. Moving into Delves. Yes, Delves are here, and you've probably done a few already, and you may have opinions on them, but Delves are going into their next stage in Season 1. So, from Season 1 of the War Within, tiers 4 to 11 will now be available. This comes on Heroic Week, not on Mythic Week. So from the start start of Season 1, you will start to be able to unlock those delves. Unlocking the different tier of delves requires you to defeat the previous tier of delves with revives remaining. So every tier of delve will have an amount of revives that you can use during that delve. As long as you complete it without getting to 0 on those revives, you'll unlock the next tier. That is a delve-wide and account-wide unlock, so if you unlocked it in like the Earthcrawl Mines, you'll unlock it in all of the delves across Khazalgar, which is super nice. So as mentioned, the tiers do go up to 11, however the rewards do pretty much cap out at tier 8 in regards to gear, so if you do just want to use them for gearing, tier 8 is going to be your highest point you can get to.
I wonder what the better strat is going to... I mean, obviously pushing mythic keys to 10 is going to be great, but not everybody can do that, so I think for some people, pushing your delve up to 8 will be the best way to get yourself the best gear in your vault that first week. Because if you're not like a really good key pusher, pushing to that first week of 10 is going to be hard, because nobody has tier set yet, everyone's somewhat under geared, so going that high on mythic keys could be difficult the first week, but I wonder what the difficulty track is going to be for delves. Because if you go to 8, you're going to get heroic level raid gear from your vault, which is freaking amazing. So this might be the way to go for a lot of people.
In regards to getting that best gear. Also in Season 1, the Delver's Journey will be active. This is on your Delve tab. This is like a bar that you will fill throughout the season. To contribute to this bar, you just have to do delves. There is also a weekly quest which you'll get from the end of a delve, so make sure you're doing that weekly to increase your bar. This Delver's Journey does include various rewards at different points, including customizations, purchasable coffer keys, different catch-up gear, and things like that. So it is a really nice passive way of getting some customizations and rewards from delves. Speaking of rewards from delves, the 2 vendors in Dornagol will become active, so you will be able to purchase various cosmetics and toys and things of that nature from the 2 vendors in the delve area in Dornagol. So you'll be using Undercoin for that, which is another currency you're going to start earning through
another currency. Oh man, I can't remember all the names. I can't remember all the names anymore. I'm just like, yeah, it's that one that looks like the stone. It's got the red thing on it. I don't even know. Oh my god. What the hell is this stuff? Undercoin. Okay. Hey, maybe Undermine is coming soon. You never know.
These delves in Season 1. Also in Season 1, Zekthir's Lair will be active. This is the secret 13th delve, which will act more like a Mage Tower experience. Plenty of achievements attached to that, including one to do it solo, which will unlock the Void variant of your Delver's Mount, which is fantastic. And of course, with delves, you'll start earning rewards to the Great Vault. This caps out, once again, at Tier 8. So if you are looking to fill that vault with loot from delves and tier sets, yes, tier sets do come from the World Row, make sure you're doing Tier 8 exclusively for the best rewards in your Great Vault. And finally, in Season 1, we do have a brand new season of PvP. This includes the rated PvP season beginning and the brand new rated solo Battlegrounds now being active. So yeah, that's exciting. Battleground Blitz is now a rated experience and will be active from the start of Season 1. The Vicious mount for Season 1 of The War Within is the Vicious Skyflayer. This is an awesome look.
Yeah, okay, not bad. Yeah, it's got the armor on it. It's a crabby boy. I'm not the biggest fan of bug mounts, to be completely honest with you. It's just how I've always been in this game. Like the 2 giant boys that you can get from the raid, okay, those are cool, but all the little slippery, slimy, crawly bugs, it's not my thing.
Looking mount, of course, in Alliance and Horde variants. The Gladiator mount this season is the Forge Gladiator.
Holy shit! Okay, this is okay. Yeah, this is a bug boy that I can appreciate because he's kind of like a gargoyle. This is cool. Damn. That's a really cool mount. Too bad I'll never get this.
Gladiator's Fellbat as well, so a very unique Fellbat there. Honestly, I think the Dragonflight Gladiator rewards were a little bit better, so yeah, there you go. The Gladiator mount and the Vicious mount will be available from the start of Season 1 on September 10th or 11th, depending on your region. And there you go. That is everything you can expect from Season 1 of The War Within. It is coming up extremely soon. As of the recording of this video, it is literally next week, so very exciting times ahead. I'm very excited to dive into delves and do some of those harder delves and get some of the rewards from that. My goal in The War Within is to 100% delves and just become the master of that. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know down below if you're excited for Season 1 of The War Within, and let me know as well what you think of the expansion so far. I've been having a really good time. I don't know if it's the honeymoon period, but yeah, it's been a wonderful time. But if you like this video, guys, please do leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I'm also on Patreon, and I'm on Twitter, MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well. And as mentioned, I am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM.
We rate them all the time.
World of Warcraft, War Within. We've been doing a ton of farming, ton of all the things things collecting stuff. So if you just want to chill and watch me collect things in the War Within and World of Warcraft, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.
Yes, nice. Yeah, great video from Mr. GM. I love this one. So all the stuff we can get, the mounts, oh man. Kicking off Season 1, maybe Delves is the route to go. We'll have to see how that balances out early on. I just don't know what the difficulty level of a Delve level 8 is going to feel like. But I'm excited for the season to kick off, excited for the raid. Probably first week, we're going to go into that raid on the stream here, just grabbing everybody from chat and going in on normal difficulty. That'll probably be what we're going to do right away, just to see what it's like, get some gear, have some good times. I'm excited for it. This is the final reset before that kicks off, so man, it's right around the corner. Great video.